how to sing better as a beginner singer, how to get the most out of your practice sessions, and how to not get lost in all the information. Let's talk about it. In this video, I want to give you an overview of what I think are the things that you need to focus on when you're beginning your journey as a singer. For your journey as a singer to go as smoothly and as fast as possible, you want to focus on the right stuff right from the start. Now, the number one, the most important thing that you want to develop is your chest voice, and you want to focus on that first. This is the cornerstone, the absolute foundation of a beginner's journey into singing. Now, we all look up for the singers who can really sing those high notes, get these crazy high falsetto notes, whistle notes, whatever that you might like. But really, the starting point is always and should always be chest voice. This is the foundation of your voice. Chest voice is the voice that you speak with. It can go up until you get into your bridge, and then you have to transition into your head voice. But the chest voice is really the part of the voice where a lot of singing happens and that you really need to get right. So instead of going into the unknown territory right away, stay in your chest voice, give it time, make it grow and make it become strong. When working on your chest voice, I would stick to broad open vowels like ah, where you have a lot of resonance in your voice and a lot of space, and you can really focus on getting that strong sound. So what you might want to do is take that vowel, that ah, and really get it to ring out and be resonant throughout all your chest voice range. So up to our bridge. For guys, a bridge starts like from a D4 to an F sharp 4, depending on your voice type. So up till that note, you want to be able to have your chest voice be full and strong. So around this area, this is a D4 and this is an F sharp 4. Now for me, this F sharp 4 is already in my head voice basically. I am transitioning already into the higher register. So it really depends on your voice type where your voice switches. Now this is something that you will need to uncover in your own voice. Where does it feel like when you're still in your chest voice, you need to really start to push and yell to get into higher notes? Where does it start to feel like you're building up some pressure? That's when you're then going to need to learn how to transition into your higher register. But up until that point, you want to rely on your chest voice. So for me, for example, this D4 is a chest voice note. And up till that note, I can definitely rely on my chest voice. If I go for like an E4, that's still chest voice, but I am already starting, especially if I use a different vowel, it's really starting to get into my head voice as well. So it's really a matter of experimenting and finding out how your voice behaves in these higher notes. So you know up till which point you need to train your chest voice to be really solid. So like I said, you can just take a broad vowel, and make sure that throughout your chest voice range, without putting too much effort into it, your voice stays solid and strong and resonant. What you want to avoid is your voice going breathy as you climb higher in your chest voice. And losing that power and grip of the chord closure, the vocal cord closure that can keep your voice clear, resonant, and strong. If this is difficult for you to do and you find that your voice is going breathy, then what you can do is you can go into staccato singing. So these short bursts of sound. This can really help you to establish that vocal cord closure and really help you with developing a strong, solid tone. You can then elongate the notes from that. The second thing that I really want you to focus on is your breathing. How do you breathe? When you take a breath in and your arms rise, then that's a problem. You should learn how to breathe into here, into your body, where you can really feel the air going in low, and then you can use that air properly to support your voice. I would suggest that you do some breathing exercises, especially as a beginner singer. You want to go into these like hiss exercises. Where you want to take a good breath and then really learn to moderate the airflow as it goes outwards. This is a really good exercise because it will make you feel your breath support. It will make you feel what it is like to really keep the air inside of you and not breathe out too much, but breathe out just enough to make the sound that you want. The third thing that's necessary, don't neglect the other parts of your voice. Yes, chest voice is extremely important and it is the foundation, but it doesn't mean that you should abandon your falsetto or your head voice entirely, especially if you're a guy. We have this tendency to really go for full sounds all the time. But what you need to do is train this falsetto that you have as well. So even if you can't do full voice high notes yet, and your voice breaks as you go higher, it doesn't really matter because you want to actually train that part of your voice. You want to be able to use that falsetto as well because that is the foundation of full voice high notes that you will then learn. Go for a closed sound like an oo or an e and really go into your falsetto and see what you can do in there. You don't have to go super high, it's not about that, but it is about being familiar with the coordination and then extending your range that you can use in your falsetto. This is important because falsetto teaches you to thin out the voice very nicely. As you go higher with it, you will find that it's really not about volume and you can thin out your sound where these higher notes become really easy. And this falsetto is going to be the base for your full voice high notes. As you learn how to do this properly, but it starts with the falsetto. Now, when you're starting out, it's also important to know one extremely good mental trick that I always teach everyone, and you can check it out here. Click this video and watch it. This can really teach you a lot about what you need to think about when you try to sing higher notes. So don't focus on just one area of your voice and definitely keep in mind that falsetto is an important part of your voice. Whether you're a guy or a girl, you want to keep in mind that this is also a part of your voice that needs development. Now, another thing I would really encourage you to do if you're a beginner singer is get a mirror. Honestly, get yourself a mirror and watch yourself practice, because some people do the weirdest things when they start with their faces, and this can really warp your vowels. This can really get you into all sorts of strain and tension that you just don't want. Make sure that when you practice there isn't a lot of movement in your face. So when you go there's really nothing going on in my face. And you want to watch yourself as you practice. If you're not doing any kind of weird spreading and you're not reaching for the notes with your face, you want to really be relaxed and you want to control yourself when you're practicing. Because of course, when you're singing, you want to be a bit more expressive, right? But when you're practicing, it's a good sign that you can keep your face really relaxed. There's nothing going on here. Ah! And really, I'm keeping my face relaxed, not really moving a lot. This is what you want to achieve. This is what you want to be able to do. And so really getting yourself a mirror and actually observing yourself when practicing can be a great way to success. And last but not least, you want to monitor for any kind of strain, tension, and pain. If you feel like something's not okay, if your voice is going hoarse after your training sessions, then really something's not right. Then you can always contact me. We can have a vocal lesson together and solve these issues really quickly so that you can go into the next level without having to figure it all out on your own. So like I said, if anything hurts, if you feel like you're doing something wrong, then stop. It really doesn't make sense to keep on pushing to try to get things forcefully. Singing is not about that. And if anything is feeling not right, then it's probably not right. And when it comes to strain and tension, you really want to monitor this place here. This is a really common issue that these muscles, they activate and they push against your finger here. So you can get your finger, and if you're talking, this is always soft. You can just push your finger a little bit here, and it's always soft. And it should stay that soft when you're singing. So when you go to sing, this should remain as soft as it is when you're talking. If anything here tenses up and pushes against your finger, then you've got yourself a problem, and that problem needs fixing. And what you need to do then is focus on disabling those muscles. In your own head, when you sing, you want to focus on disabling these muscles. Because these muscles, they don't help you, and they will also make your larynx shoot way up, which will choke you up, and you will reach for notes. You don't want to do that. So really, this area is extremely crucial. When you're a beginner singer, this is the area that you want to focus on a lot. So I hope this video was helpful for you. If it was, then definitely give me a like, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you next time.